Hey, welcome back, YouTube. I am actually doing a deck profile for you guys. It's been a while. I know it has, and I apologize, but I can finally get back on a regular schedule again. Yay! Anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at Yang Zing, the Chinese Dragon deck. I have been interested in this deck for quite some time, but haven't really had an opportunity to try it or play it. I just had friends tell me about it, and my girlfriend uses this, and I was like, okay, well, that looks fun, so I'm going to take a look at it. So, if you guys don't know what Yang Zing does, they all work off being destroyed by battle or card effects, and there's a lot of ways to do that. Uh, but here we have Bixie, 0 attack, 2000 defense. When it is destroyed, you can special summon a Yang Zing monster in attack position, except for, itself. You can only use it once per turn, but once per turn during your opponent's main phase, or battle phase, you can immediately, after this effect resolve, synchro summon one synchro summon monster, only using Yang Zing monsters you control. So I don't really see too many people using Bixie's effect that way, but it can be used like there's that one TG monster. What is her name? TG. Nope, I'm pretty sure I put a period there. TG Wonder Magician. It can instantly sync. You can use it to instantly sync at any point during the duel, as well as there's another tuner monster that does that as well. I think it's another synchro monster, but it's a complete quick effect, and you can do it whenever the hell you want to. And Bixie works like that. Now, when you use Bixie as a synchro material monster, the monster that's summoned from it is unaffected by trap effects. It does not allow you to dodge things like Solemn Warning because the summon has to be complete first for Bixie's effect to actually take in effect, because the monster has to have been summoned properly, and if it's negated, it doesn't work. But not on all other regards, Bixie makes the monster completely unaffected by trap cards. Chi-Wen, Light of the Yang Zing. It's a level 1 tuner. Destroyed, it summons the Yang Zing monster. Can be either attack or defense position. You can't summon itself, but while I think that's actually only effect. Oh, you can special summon while this card is in your graveyard. You can special summon it. Okay, that part I have never actually used before, and that probably would come in handy a lot more and allow me to make more synchros than I do, because I'm apparently an idiot and never read the full effect of Chi-Wen. So yeah, that sucks. But you can only use that effect of a. Well, you can only use one Chi-Wen's effect per turn, and only once that turn. So you can only use that once. But then this is actually probably the most important monster of the deck, is Xiao-Tu, Darkness of the Yang Zing. It's a level 2. It's a tuner. When it's destroyed, special summon a Yang Zing monster in attack position. Now, it has another effect. You can send 2 Yang Zing cards from your hand to the graveyard and special summon one Yang Zing monster with 0 attack and one Yang Zing monster with 0 defense from your deck, and then banish them during the end phase. But you'll synchro with them anyway. And I'll actually go over the play that you make with Xiao-Tu in a moment. Now we have 2 Paleo, Wind of the Yang Zing. When it's destroyed by battle, her card effects sent to the graveyard, blah, blah, blah. Special summon a Yang Zing in attack position, except for Paleo. Once per turn during your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can synchro summon a monster using Yang Zing monsters. Like, it's a quick effect as well, so it does have the same effect as Bixie in those regards. Still never really found much of an opportunity to use it, but it's possible to actually use that. And when the monster is unaffected by spell cards when you use Paleo. Now we have 3 Suwani, Fire of the Yang Zing. It is your main attacking monster. It has 1900 attack, 0 defense. Started by battle or card effect, summon a Yang Zing monster in defense position, except Suwani. When you use this as you can quick synchro summon with him as well, uh, which is always a nice thing to do. You can also, well, when the monster that is synchro summoned with its effect will gain 500 attack and defense. So that is a nice little boost. You have two Teoti, Shadow of the Yang Zing. It's the level 5, 2200 attack. When it's destroyed, push somebody Yang Zing in defense position. Once per turn, you can use it to synchro. Same with the rest of them. Uh, when it's used, monsters on the field that use this card as a synchro summon cannot switch control to other players. So that is a nice little effect of Tatooine. And I have two Unmasked Dragon. They special summon worm type monsters, and these are all worm types. So it's just kind of a nice little extra monster. But yeah, you don't really need to draw him too often. Have one Dark Hole because Dark Hole is Dark Hole. It can destroy your own cards, which will allow you to get your effects off. 3 MST, stop back row, Regeki, break your opponent's monsters. 3 Supply Squad. When your monster is disturbed by battle or effects, draw cards, and that's what this deck relies on. So that's definitely not bad. Then you have the Yang Zing main spell card, Yang Zing Path. Target 3 Yang Zing monsters in your graveyard, shovel all 3 into the deck, and draw 2 cards. You can only activate 1 Yang Zing Path per turn, but it is a target to ditch for Jiaotu's effect. If you need Jiaotu's effect, you don't have anything in the graveyard for Yang Zing Path, just ditch it. Summon, do whatever you're going to do in the first place. Bottomless, Compulse, 3 Fiendish Chains, 2 Mirror Force, Torrential, the standard lineup. And then we have 3 Yang Zing Creation. This card is particularly awesome because once per turn, if a monster you control is disturbed by battle or card effect, special summon a Yang Zing monster from your deck. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except synchro monsters during that turn. Well, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except synchro monsters. So when you have this on the field, you can't Xyz with. So you can make this deck very versatile with other decks, and it does work well when you do. And I've seen a few people play them differently with other decks, and I've seen Nordic Yang Zing, which works well because of their synchro effects and all. But I can really see them working out to be a great thing. But the extra deck, there's so many synchro options you can make with this deck because of the effects and the way that they work. So there's really a lot that you can do with this deck. But right now I'm just running, Catastor, Armades, 2 Boxia because Boxia is their synchro monster, and we should go over this really quick. When it's synchro summon, target cards on the field up to the number of different original attributes of the worm type monsters used for the synchro. And it's just 1 tuner and non-tuner worm types. So that's pretty easy. Now, once per turn, you can target one card you control, 1 level 4 monster you control in your graveyard, destroy the card on the field, and if you do, special summon the other from your graveyard. You can make play after play after play with Boxia's effect. So you want to run it at 2, and it is the main monster you'll summon, considering it also has a Mistworm-like effect. Black Rose, Galio, Powered and Zektron, Samsara, Dragon of Rebirth. I found this card actually rather interesting. If it's disturbed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if you control it and it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, target monster in each place graveyard, special summon it. You can only use it once per turn, but it is level 5, and you can make level 5 synchros very easily. Scrap Dragon, Stardust Spark Dragon, Thought Ruler Archfiend. There's just Void Ogre Dragon. You really rarely ever make Void Ogre, but it's possible. And then you have Yaozi, Evil of the Yang Zing. It's a level 7, which can be made with Jiaotu and Tatui. Cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effect. You can only use each of these effects once per turn. You can target a Yang Zing monster you control. 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them, which would allow you to use their effects. When this card you control is disturbed by battle or card effect and sent to your graveyard, you can special summon a worm type monster from your deck in defense position. So that's good. Another thing that I forgot to mention about Jiaotu is you can only use its send effect while you control no other monsters. So that is unfortunate. But the synchros and everything, all those effects can still happen at any point. But anyway, we do have a person to duel against, my friend Ben. So I'm going to Scott call right now with him. You won't be able to hear him, but unfortunately, because I don't have my recording program that I used to use, but I'm going to host and going to kick his face in. Oh, come on, you know it's true. All right, so what do we want to go with? Rock, paper, or scissors? I think I'll go with paper. Paper again. It's all a mind game. It's all a mind game. Yeah, pretty much. All right, we will just do that and pass the turn. Now this duel is hopefully will show you how this deck can progress as far as in terms of the duel, so on and so forth. Hopefully I can get to show you what this deck really can do. Wait, what? The Ben here says give it. Well, he says he'll give it 5 turns. Fuck. Fucking Christ. Okay, well, whatever. Okay. You activated Unmasked Dragon's effect. Yeah, it is. It's not that much cooler, but it's still cooler. Dude, it's basically Masked Dragon, but unmasked. Anyway, finish your turn. All right, I will use Zhao Tu's effect. Now, the main play, when you're going to play this deck, you will go for, well, when you have Zhao Tu, you're going to go for Bixie and Suani, and then we'll Synchro for Boxia. Boxia summon, okay? Okay, Bixie's effect makes it unaffected by trap cards, so bounce back to the deck, good sir. Oh, Bixie's too good. And then shuffle. And then you take 25, well, 2,800 to the pussy. Because Suwani gives it a 500 attack and 500 defense boost. Yeah. It's a bit unnerving knowing that you can't kill this with traps. Okay, warrior returning alive. You don't have a target. Oh, noobs. He claims he forgot. One simply does not forget. Yep, because that's another 2,800. So when you do that play and it is successful, things just happen and things just get dirty. When you can get Jiaotu into Boxia, things just happen. Okay, I will activate in response. Okay, and then now creation will allow me to get. What should I get? No, wrong monster. Their images on these two look rather similar. Shitty hand or not. I'll just normal summon Suhani. Yeah, this deck, Boxia itself, really does stop a lot of shit. Let's do a quick rematch because I feel like that was a little bit unfair. Ben said it would be 5 turns, and he just said it was 5 turns exactly. And if you think about it, yeah, it actually was. Yeah, that was 5 turns exactly. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, I never sent you a link to the stream either. You could. Well, this hand isn't much better. Well, a mulligan. A mulligan in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, that'd be fucking... They need to actually legally put in a mulligan option. No, this hand isn't too dreadful. Yep, that's fine. So he goes in for this guy again. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Hi, Blade Armor. Oh, okay. Mage Power is nice. Okay. You'll attack Paleo. Paleo's effect. I will... Yep. How about no? Then Jiao 2. Yeah, I know you keep your attack boost, but that's not going to matter. Because Suwani, Boxia. Dude, this is the main play that you're going to have to get used to. Bounce, bounce, bounce. No. No, that goes to grave. It has a monster. Well, it can't equip itself to a monster anymore. Therefore, it has no reason to use its effect. And then Boxia will just punch you in the face again. So, Ben, how are you feeling about this duel? That's kind of mad. That just seems to be like a common theme among these guys. This is also definitely not his best deck, but definitely not his worst. Bixie's effect. Not affected by trap cards. Fiendish Chain would remain there. It just wouldn't do anything. No. It's activated and it targets. It's not destroyed. I mean, if you want MST or Fiendish Chain, I mean, be my guest. So what you need is a Dark Hole. Oh, yay, I gained 1,000 life points. And we'll just attack you again. And then I'll just set this monster and in my turn. Just because. Anyways, that's really the kind of shit that Boxia will put people into. He had a really good strong open and it just faltered quick because Boxia is just too good. Anyway, guys, we're gonna have to call it here. Just wanted to show you the deck's potential. I mean, I know that I didn't, play a great, fantastic, meta deck or anything. Again, I didn't play against the meta deck, but I like to play against fun decks that have more variety and more interesting things to it. But yeah, hopefully that was good for you guys. Hopefully you guys can understand the deck a little bit, understand its playability, the main points, the situations where it can take over and just drop shit to people. And that's really kind of what makes this deck so much fun to play. And yet it has a lot that it can do, and it's fast. It summons a lot. So Max C really can hurt you sometimes, ish. But it's not really that big of a threat. But if your opponent's just going to keep attacking you, and when oh my god, that could just be so funny. They keep attacking you and just draw and draw and draw and draw off their own Max C on their own turn. I could just see that. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys like that. Subscribe, comment, rate, whatever. And I will see you guys on the next video, whenever that will be.